You already know how to determine whether a quadratic equation will result in a parabola that opens up or down. In this lesson, you'll learn about a second characteristic of these parabolas. The vertex. First, we will define the vertex. The vertex of a parabola is the lowest point of the parabola if the parabola opens upwards, or the highest point of the parabola if the parabola opens downwards. Like determining whether a parabola will open up or down, the vertex of a quadratic equation is easy to find if we have the equation in standard form. If the equation is in standard form, then the x value of the vertex is the point -b over 2a. And the y value is just the value of the equation when we substitute -b over 2a for x. Here's an example. Y equals 2x squared plus 16x minus 1. This equation is in standard form. That means the x value of our vertex is -b over 2a. We see that in our quadratic equation, b is equal to 16 and a is equal to 2. So the x value of our vertex is -16 over 2 times 2. When we simplify, we see that the x value of our vertex is -4. Now, to compute the y value of our vertex, we simply replace the x's in our quadratic equation with the value -4 like this. When we simplify, we see that y equals -33. Thus, the y value of our vertex is -33. Combining these x and y values, we see that our vertex is the point -4, -33. When we graph this quadratic equation, we see that the point -4, -33, corresponds to the point where the parabola reaches the lowest point on the graph. Therefore, we have confirmed that the point -4, -33 is the vertex of our quadratic equation. Another example. While our equation is in standard form, in this case, the values for a and b are fractions. Remember, the x value for the vertex is the value -b over 2a. In our quadratic equation, b equals 2/3, and a equals -2/3. So the x value of our vertex is -2/3 over 2 times -2/3. When we simplify, we get the value 1/2 for the x-coordinate of the vertex. Now, to compute the y value of our vertex, we replace the x's in our quadratic equation with the value 1/2, like this. When we simplify, we get the value 7/6 for y. Therefore, the y-coordinate of our vertex is 7/6. Combining these x and y values, the coordinates of the vertex of our quadratic equation is the point 1/2, 7/6. When we graph this quadratic equation, we see that the point 1/2, 7/6 corresponds to the highest point on the graph of the parabola. In the remainder of this lesson, you'll find the vertex of quadratic equations in standard form.